Welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer, Cable Devices, and Physical Mode. Let's take a look at some of the cabling features in Packet Tracer Physical Mode. I'm going to zoom in so you can better see the devices. I'm going to click on a straight through cable just once, and then I can click on the first port that I want to connect it to, in this case FastEthernet 00, and then the second port that I want to connect it to on this switch, which is basically the Gigabit 01 port. Once I have the cable connected, you can hover over the cable and it will show a pop-up. This is a great tool for troubleshooting to make sure that the right ports are connected. If I determine that I've plugged this into the wrong switch or the wrong port, I can click on the end of the cable and then drag it to wherever I want. Maybe I want to plug it into a different port on this switch, or maybe I meant to actually plug it into the Gigabit port on the other switch. I can also return a cable back to what we call the pegboard by clicking on one end. If I click and hold, wait for the border to show up and let go, now that cable has been returned to the pegboard. Let's recable that device real quick so I have a cable back. And now I can actually delete this cable. There's a couple ways to do it. If I do a right click and delete, it will go away for good. So let me recable this back real quick. If I use the delete button on the cable and then click the cable, it will return to the pegboard. Not necessarily back to its original spot, but back on an open space on the pegboard. And the last thing to point out, if I'm cabling a device and I click on the first interface, there is no real way to stop or change that first interface that I've clicked in. Basically one of two things. I can either click back on the cable and it will undo it, or if I start again, and I still have this, I can hit the escape and you'll notice that the cable connect is ended. Enjoy exploring and learning with Cisco Packet Tracer.